Hi everyone. The purpose of this video is just to be a short follow-up from the first video where we talked about logging into Powerschool and accessing some of its features from a parent's or student's perspective for that matter. In this video, we're going to take a look at your child's report card or final grades once the portal becomes officially active again after the final grades have been entered. And when you log in, it's going to look something like this. You're going to see your child's schedule broken down by classes and teacher's name. You can email the teachers directly by clicking on these links if you needed to or if you had questions. But more importantly, if you look over to the Q1, or in this case it's Q1 because it's first quarter, but it could be either quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and so on. I want to look at this column with their final grades, and I can just kind of look down the list and see what the grades are. And as I'm doing that, if I want more information on that grade or where that grade came from, like we did in the last video, I can just simply select the grade itself. It will prompt me to this screen where it then gives me a breakdown of assignments by date, tests, anything that have been collected and scored. Again, I can look for flags or comments to get more information about it. In some cases, I might want to look up here at teacher comments or section description. There could be information there as well. And to navigate back to the main screen, I just select grades and attendance, and sure enough, it will take me back to the screen that I started on. So as I scroll down, I can look at the grades, I can look at absences, I can make sure that that kind of matches with what I was expecting, tardies as well. That's all, as part of the report card information, and you can scroll down and get a rough idea of what the grades are. If you happen to notice, in this case it's for science, anywhere where it might indicate SBG, that stands for standards-based grading. And in order to get more information about that, you would actually need to click on the standards-based grading. You can actually access that two ways. I can show you both ways. The first way is you can click on the SBG right here on the grade itself like we did last time. And this is where you do want to pay some attention to the section description. At the top, it explains what standards-based grading is. It also gives you a link that you can click on to get some more information. But basically, in a nutshell, what you're going to see here is very similar to the previous screen where you're going to have dates of assignments and category of assignments. It will then give me a breakdown of what the assignment is itself. And then over here in this far right column where it says grade, you're looking for a 1, 2, 3, or 4, 4 being the highest, 3 being gold. So if you're seeing a 3, then that's a good sign, and anything higher than a 3 is certainly very good. That's not to say that something under a 3 is something you need to be alarmed about, in which case you might want to then access some more information. What you can do is to gather that information is click on assignment. So I'll click on this one right here, Sachs Habits of Success. I could actually click on this little icon right here in the center. This tells me the actual standard that was being scored. And I can see right here it's preparedness. So what's nice about this particular way of scoring is that I can see where my child has scored based on the Sachs Habits of Success scale, but then I can also maybe click on this one here, Discipline Core Area. I can click on this and I can get now this particular science standard, Structure and Properties of Matter, and I can see the score for that. So I'm seeing how my child is performing both on an academic level as well as on an organizational and preparedness level. So you also have access to this. You can click this link for some more information, which would prompt you to this screen, and you can look for yourself and see what some of the information is here. But I was just talking about Sachs Habits of Success. If I click on this, it will then open up the Habits of Success, in which here I can see, okay, preparedness. I can see what a level 1 looks like all the way to a level 4, keeping in mind that a level 3 is goal. So this really helps me break down what these scores actually mean. If I select scientific and engineering processes, I can click on this, and again, it's going to give me a progression. I can see, okay, here's what a level 4 looks like. Here's what a level 3 or goal looks like for that particular content area. So this is very useful information that I have access to right here within Powerschool to really get an understanding of where my child's scores have come from. Additionally, you can click on right here on the home screen from your child's report card, you can click on Standards Grades, and you can access the grades this way as well, where if I scroll down, you can open up any of these arrows. However, if it says no standards have been graded, then that could be something that was not standards-based grading, I'll go back to science because that's where I was. And right here, I can now see the actual standards, the science standards that have been scored, and then under quarter one, what those scores were. And again, it's just another avenue to access the same or similar information. So when viewing your child's report card, you can keep in mind the different ways that you can find information and also the different ways that you can contact your child's teacher.